Please take a moment to increase the brightness on your device for optimal viewing. Hey guys, welcome back to the Sketchy Friendler. Every day I draw a picture for you and tell you a story that goes along with it. Now today I'm going to tell you about the time that I had a very close encounter with a skunk. PU. All right, guys, real quick, in case you don't know what I'm doing, I always start in with blue before I go in with graphite. So just bear with me. If you still can't see, then please crank up the brightness all the way on your viewing device. And then if your image is too small on your phone, then just turn it horizontal so it'll fill in and get bigger on your camera, or your phone rather. I'm sorry. All right, let's get going. So I may have mentioned briefly that there was a point where I was living that there was this feral cat, and it had kittens, and those kittens grew up so that it's starting to get like more and more cats. So I decided I was going to try to capture this cat before it had another round of kittens and bring it to a shelter. So the first thing that I did was I took I bought one of those little cage traps where you put the food at the back of the cage and the animal goes into it, and then they step on the plate and the cage closes behind it. But I didn't do much research on how exactly to do it, so I got some cat food and I bought this cage. And what I learned later was that you're only supposed to do this, set up the trap certain times a day. Like I was living in Southern California, so I knew I didn't want to leave it out during the daytime because it gets hot there, and I didn't want to go off to work and then have this poor thing sitting out in the sun in the cage. That would be cruel. So I decided I'd do it at nighttime. The problem was you're not supposed to do it at nighttime. And the reason is because you're supposed to only do it like around dusk, because if you go any later, it gets real quiet and little varmints get in. So I was really not very bright about this. So first I caught an opossum, and it played dead. I thought it had died, but I pushed it over, the cage over, and the thing ran out of there. Didn't learn my lesson. I figured, that was just a one-off. Next time I did it was not so lucky, because the next morning when I went out, there was not a cat there. There was a skunk. There was a skunk, and I did not know what to do. I was freaked out. I mean, here's this thing that's not happy, for one, and then it sees me, so it's scared. And the only defense it has, or the main defense it has, is spraying. So I sort of sat there for a little bit and pondered what my next move was going to be. And I was just, what have I done? Because I have to get this thing out. I can't leave it there, because pretty soon it's going to become daytime, and it's going to get hot, and the poor thing's going to be roasting out there. Couldn't do that. Couldn't do it. um, wasn't right. So, and I did, it's my fault. I did it. So I needed to be responsible about it. Still didn't make it any easier, even though I was resolved to get it out. So what I first did was I thought about how, I need to be able to at the very least shield myself. What can I use? What can I use to shield myself from this creature? Should it decide to use its defense and spray me? So I thought about it and maybe I could use a towel, but that's it's not big enough. Not big enough. What am I going to do? I decided the only thing I could do was get my comforter off of my bed and use it. It wasn't ideal, but it was big enough where I could actually hold the comforter up and then block anything that if Skunky decided to spray me, I could block. The other thing is I could hold it up high enough so that if it decided to spray, couldn't see what was going on behind where I was. Like I would look like a big sheet and maybe confuse it, like a big giant square. It was a rectangle that it would see. So I decided to go. I went back to my room, regrouped, kind of like took a deep breath, focused myself, centered myself, and got to do it. Got to get this guy out of here. Can't leave this guy in the cage. So I brought it out. I brought the comforter out, held it in front of me so I looked like just a big giant rectangle, and I slowly walked towards this thing. And so far so good. I inched towards it, didn't smell anything. I think it was so confusing, it wasn't even really moving. It was like, what is that? So that I had that going for me. Then I came up with another idea that I thought was pretty smart, So, tail right here is, on one side. And I thought, if I could just get close enough to the cage without him spraying me, I could throw the cover down over the cage. And if I could do that, then it would be really kind of disoriented, and hopefully it wouldn't just think about spraying because, didn't know what was going on. Couldn't see me at all. So I got up to it, and I mustered up the courage to, threw it over. Okay, cool. Now what? So I thought about it a little more. I totally went in with this completely half-cocked. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just, as my daughter would say, just playing it by ear, making it up as I go along. And or on the fly, she says. I was doing this on the fly. So I ended up thinking, okay, now what should I do? Okay, I came up with another idea. Since the tail was on this side, maybe what I do is I turn the cage on its end so it falls on its butt. And that's what I did. I was able to tip it, and it fell down, and the tail was under the butt. So it was like sitting. And I kind of peeled the comforter back a little bit so I could open up the cage on the door. I opened up the little trap door, and then I slowly opened it, and then I shoved the cage, and then it fell back down. and thing flew open. I ran one way, it ran the other way, it got out, it was safe. And never sprayed me. So I'm really proud. I'm still proud of myself. Nobody got hurt. I didn't get sprayed. I threw out that comforter because it just, I don't know, it just felt yucky after that, even though I didn't spray it. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. I've definitely patted my back for doing that. And after that, then I learned my lesson. And I eventually did catch the stray cat and got her over to the shelter, the no-kill shelter. So I was able to kind of stop the spread of the feral cat colony in my neighborhood after that. I don't know what happened to the other cats. I ended up moving out, but hopefully long-term kind of alleviated that situation. Those little kittens that it had were pretty cute. I think I don't know if they stayed in that area or what, but unfortunately I wasn't able to catch the little kittens after they grew up, but I was able to catch Mom. And that's pretty much it. And I think that should do it. I think that's it for today. There's my stinky skunk. And it is the 1st today. So thank you very much. Just to let you guys know, I am on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. If you just want to watch see the final pictures of the previous day, I post them up on Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok. And do this Monday through Friday. And on Saturdays, I post a poll for you to decide which of these sketches during the week you want me to ink up and color on Sunday night, where I do it live and I talk to you guys. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.